So there are many types of services. The first one is presented in box A, number 1, biblical validity. Number 2, communication subject to the concept approved by God. Because if these are angels of God, God has given instructions to them and they must submit to His authority. They're not out there drifting around doing whatever they want. And they are subject to God, and we have the Bible to prove that. Let's look at Psalm 148, verse 2 through 6. Psalm 148, so that you can see how they submit to what God has established. Quickly, Psalm 148. We're going to read from verse 2 through 6 to see one of the characteristics of these angels and why we need to be alert not to neglect this type of salvation. It says, praise Him all. His what? His angels praise Him, all His heavenly armies. His heavenly armies, remember? It says, praise Him, sun and moon. Praise Him, all you stars of light. Praise Him, you heavens of heavens and you waters above the heavens. Let them praise the name of the Lord. Dina. For He commanded and they were created. He has also established them forever and ever. He has made a decree which will not be what? He has made what? Commandments, regulations. So it means that God gave laws to His angels. You are not supposed to deal with angels apart from God. Because we want their service, but it is because they are subject to laws that God gave them. So these groups that talk about angels do not want to talk about the Bible. They believe in angels, but they don't want to talk about the gospel. Then they are in disobedience. And that's where the confusion comes in. Because they begin their search for connection. They have an affinity for visuals, candles, and similar items. And they start looking for mystical experiences. And then what happens? That our body, which is genus devil, this body has many abilities which are hidden, subject by God, because God has laws for the earthly bodies. Some individuals are slightly more intelligent than others, though. The maximum use that is given to the mind is 10%, say the scientists. And the smarter ones use 15%, such as those in the Growing in Grace ministry. But they can't get to 100% of the use of their mind. But there are some powers. Remember that Adam, when he had a body, he ruled. Well, mind you, he ruled and deceived Eve with a serpent. If you train parrots to speak, if you teach them, because there are different types of snakes. There are snakes that cannot be hypnotized, enchanted, but there are others that are enchanted. I don't know what he did with the snake, but Eve understood it very clearly. And then what happens when you start looking for mystical experiences, you can enter into a type of mysticism where you hear voices, and then those voices start giving you instructions, go over there and do that. And then if you're not regulated by the gospel, that is where these groups, the witches, the spiritualists come from. Poor little ones, some blessed ones who through ignorance get out of the decreed order and then enter into mystical experiences. And that is what they call demons, spirits that are flying through the air. No, every spirit is subject to the law that cannot be broken.